OMT Online Dynasty. Welcome back, everybody, here to our 32 user Online Dynasty, wrapping up the end of year 3 for us here. Now, obviously, you just saw the video the other day. Our beloved Old Dominion Monarchs fell short once again to Supersonic and his James Madison Dukes in our Sunbelt Conference title game. Always a fun battle going up against our guys Supersonic. That JMU team is just tough, man. You can't start down 21-0 in the first quarter and hope to win a game. But the boys at Old Dominion showed a lot of heart, showed a lot of fight. I'm very proud of this squad. Now, before we fully hop in to bowl season here, we are going to go back and recap what else happened in our other conference championship games. Our main focus is going to be the American Conference with 864 Gaming and his Buffalo Bulls going to be in the Navy triple option offense. Always fun to watch that, going against IQ Truth and his Toledo Rockets. Much more of an aired out, much more of an ultimate team. If you watch people play college ultimate team on YouTube or on Twitch, that's the style of offense he is going to be in, which makes for a very interesting clash of styles, and it turns into a very fun game. Then at halftime of that, we are going to go over the highlights of our Mountain West title game between Tulsa and Utah State, and we will be all caught up and ready to go for bowl season. We got some fun ones coming up here, not ours. We're going against the CPU West Virginia. Probably not even going to end up making a video on that. I guess we'll see. But before we hop into the gameplay, let's go check out the depth charts of these two squads we'll be watching today, starting with 864 Gaming and the Buffalo Bulls. Buffalo will be led into battle by quarterback Jaden Davis, 84 overall, 84 speed, 88 excel with extender, but we do see a little bit of a two quarterback system here with Buffalo running that triple option Navy offense with Kent Hilton, Magician, Option King, Sidestep, 6'5", 217. That is a bowling ball to have back running this Navy offense. I like the looks of those quarterbacks. I think being in the triple option kind of makes sense. Let's take a look at their halfbacks. Jordan Washington, absolute star, 83 overall, but 95 speed, 98 excel, a ton of good abilities, solid enough size. This guy is a massive problem if you're going up against the Buffalo Bulls. And at halfback 2, Lamar Sperling, no slouch here either. 81 overall, 91 speed with shifty and sidestep. Now, with him being in Navy, we do have to check the fullback. Very solid here. A utility fullback, 74 overall, 88 speed on Terrence Shelton. So somebody you could do some tosses with and potentially try to get outside a little bit, at least with that speed and excel. We'll see if that's anything Buffalo actually tries to go to. Now, wide receivers, obviously not going to be quite as important in a triple option offense. We want some blockers out there. Randall Smith, so he is a little small, but 79 overall, 86 speed, okay. Clickety Clacks, Patrick Clacks, 6'1", 200 pounds. And then Tyrell Simmons, 6'3", 197 recoup and silver shifty. After that, let's just not even look after that. The top three look pretty solid. Maybe a little bit more speed on Randall Smith, and this offense is really going to be cooking. Tight ends, also not super important in a Navy triple option offense, but we got a pretty solid one with Cameron Kosman, 6'5", and Silver Surehands. Offensive line, we'll take a look at this really quickly. We got a left guard in at left tackle, we got a left tackle in at right guard, and we got a left tackle in at right tackle, all right? little mix of everything there. A gold takedown on one edge with Wyatt Gilmore, a bronze takedown on the other with Shamar Riser Presley. Okay, I mean, takedowns are better than nothing. A really solid couple D tackles here. Tyson Ford, gold pocket disruptor, of course, workhorse and hammer, just like every defensive tackle gets. Jordan Crawford, pocket disruptor, inside disruptor, and workhorse. So very, very good top two D tackles here. Overall, a very solid defensive line for Buffalo. We'll see if they can get into that backfield, hopefully wreak a little bit of havoc on our Heisman Trophy winning quarterback of Toledo, AJ Maddox. Sam linebacker, Zaquan Patterson, bouncer, 86 overall, 86 speed, 6 foot, 200 pounds. Love the looks of that guy. Bradley, just Bradley, silver robber, 83 speed, so a little slow, 6'2" though. I love the size, love the ability. I'm not sure he's going to see the field much, especially when we have a will linebacker like Antonio White Jr. with house call knockout bouncer, 88 speed. So I would guess we're not going to see that Mike a whole heck of a lot. Great cornerback one here with Eddie Pleasant III, 6 foot tall, house call, 94 speed. Then kind of like what we see at receiver though, a bit of a drop off after that, considering we have a strong safety in here at corner too. So we'll see. I mean, with how much Toledo likes to air the ball out, This cornerback room concerns me right away. We'll see if the Rockets are going to be able to take advantage of that. Up at free safety, we are going to have a corner. Jackson Small, 6 foot, 193 pounds, 89 speed. Solid. Strong safety, 90 speed, 6'2". Okay, so solid enough at safeties. Those corners are raising some red flags for me before we even really look at this game. I know what the final score is. I didn't really see it happen live at all, but I'm guessing Toledo is going to be able to hit some big plays on offense and try to take advantage of that secondary. Let's go ahead and check out IQ Truth and his Toledo Rockets here. I think Buffalo's actually going to have a slight overall advantage. They're at 79 overall, 79 offense, 81 defense versus Toledo, who's at 74 overall, 74 offense, 74 defense, but heads into this game undefeated, using that Ohio State offense, spreading that rock all around. AJ Maddox, like I said, the Heisman Trophy winner, redshirt sophomore, only an 82 overall, pull down on time, mobile deadeye, but this guy is he's a problem. He is going to be a big problem. Then at halfback, we've got Sam Two-Step, Javier Mount, who I don't believe this name was changed, but then seeks contact. I don't care if you change the names of your guys or like make them look however you want. Whatever, have fun with it. Make a Sam Two-Step at halfback. Why the heck not? Wide receivers, we are going to have Tashi Braceful, 85 overall, only 89 speed, but 6'2", so kind of a bit of a roller coaster going through there. Lightning McQueen here, 94 speed, 6'3" wide receiver, and Jediah Willoughby with a gold shifty 6'1", so we got pretty good height across our receivers here, 6'2", 6'3", 6'1", good speed on McQueen and Willoughby with that gold shifty. I don't remember if IQ Truth is a big RPO guy, but if he is, I'm expecting those to go to Willoughby. At tight end, we're going to have Eric Holly the third, 6'2", 213. Wondering maybe that might have been a converted wide receiver. Just he seems a little light, but 80 overall, 86 speed, very solid. Nothing like game breaking on this offense, but a lot of just solid pieces. You know, the halfbacks are a little slow, but they're good receivers. The quarterback, nothing really stands out at you. It's really just about how he runs the offense. BJ Wally is going to be our left edge with a bronze quick jump. We're going to have a gold quick jump on the other side. Timmy Knott at defensive tackle. We're going to have an inside disruptor and a pocket disruptor. So a lot of pass rush on this Toledo defensive line. Every single starter there has either a quick jump, an inside disruptor, pocket disruptor. I guess inside disruptor is against the run, isn't it? But still. The point remains abilities across the defensive line. Sam linebacker Ricky Williams. Shout out Ricky Williams, old Texas Longhorn legend. 86 feet, 6'1", 240. There's another name change in here. It might be a safety. Corey Platt Jr., 86 overall, 83 speeds. Going to be our Mike. At will linebacker, there he is, the user. 90 speed, 90 XL. Honestly, reminds me a lot of Old Dominion's Josh Choice. At corner, we are going to have 92 speed, 84 overall, Jalen Todd with his silver house call. We're going to have another silver house call on Tyler McKinstry, only 5'9", but 91 speed. Solid cornerback room in general. Another house call on Mr. Miller, Hayaja Miller, 6'2" with house call. So very solid top three in corners. And this, I mean, this team shows too. I've been saying for a while that really overall doesn't mean everything in this game. Our Old Dominion squad's a 76 overall, but I really like our team. As long as you get the right abilities or the right attributes on certain guys, their overall doesn't matter a ton. Like our free safety, I think is like a 72 or 73 overall, but he's 6'2" with a gold house call. Yeah, you can be a low overall and still get on the field and still make some plays. And that's kind of what we're seeing here with Toledo. So that is how the teams look. Let's head over to the American Conference Championship game live. Well, not really. This game happened already. But from Baltimore, Maryland, and see if Toledo can finish off their undefeated season and punch their ticket to the playoffs. Or maybe Buffalo and that Navy offense can play a little bit of spoiler. Let's get to it. Before we get into the game, let's just enjoy the pageantry of beautiful M&T Bank, the beautiful American Conference Trophy. Watch Toledo and Buffalo head out onto the field here. And of course, like usual, we are going to watch the full first offensive drive of both of these teams. Then we'll start skipping around a little bit. But here come the Toledo Rockets, and they're all yellow, the highlighter uniforms with the white tops. And IQ Truth did at first was thinking of leaving Toledo after year 2, decided to stick around, stick it out. Oh my God, that cheerleader was horrifying. Did you see that? Look at this. What in the world? Like, what, she's like screaming or crying. I don't know. Something shady might be going on with the Buffalo cheerleader program because that didn't look quite right. We might need to investigate investigate the Bulls and what's going on there. But Buffalo against Toledo. Good luck, boys. Let's get to it. And it is going to be Buffalo and 864 Gaming starting with the ball here. Coming out in some Flexbone right away. I love it. Absolutely love it. In some Flexbone. Let's see which formation we're going to go to. I do love the Flexbone empty. That's only in Navy. I feel like that's a little underutilized of formation. Personally, I think that, I mean, who is it? Georgia State uses it with the wingback sweep and some of the passes in there. The quarterback draw in there is really good. There's a lot of good things. So we are going to be coming out in Flexbone close. Just go right up the gut to our guy, the fullback. We're going to be seeing him a lot today. Terrence Shelton Jr. right up the gut there, picking up a nice easy gain of 3. You can come out spreading the line like that. I don't hate that idea. So now Toledo coming out in double mug. We're going to see some cut stuff here on defense as well. Coming out in double mug, mugging the gap like that. Going right back to a run up the gut to Terrence Shelton Jr. Picking up only a gain of 1 that time. 3rd and 6 now for Buffalo. But yeah, when they're doing that double mugging the gap, you would have to untarget the user. And it's just... it's not like the most difficult thing in the world to go against. It's just annoying to have to deal with every single time. But something like, you know, under center is not going to be... I wouldn't love a pass from under center against it because you're probably going to get sacked immediately. We would like to see some outside runs against this, though, especially with him dragging that left corner and try to get an outside, try to take that outside to the left. If he's taking that corner and bringing him into the gap, it should, in theory, open up a rocket toss or something like that where we can try to take it outside. But unfortunately, we go for a little trickery there, a little misdirection, gets brought down for a loss of 1, and it is going to be an early 3 and out for Buffalo. Toledo going to be taken over in pretty solid field position here at their own 45. Let's see what Buffalo's defense... I do like that. I might go back to that 3-3-5. I enjoyed that, and I just get bored running. Like, I like the 6-1, but I just don't like running the same stuff all the time, which is not a problem we're going to see here with the Rockets. Coming out normal Y off close, probably either mesh or Y sail, and then there's 1,000 different hot routes we're going to do here. Likes the streaks with the crosser coming underneath, so use a streak to kind of clear out deep zones, hit the crosser underneath. Really got a switch stick to be able to take that away. Going with Y sail, throwing the drag, looking for maybe for that deep in. Good user defense, not allowing him to throw anything, staying down low, making sure we're there to watch that quarterback run, but also in the path of danger if he tries to throw that dig. Really nowhere for Toledo to go there. So that was Y sail with a streak on our tight end, a drag on our slot. Now we're in mesh. Going for our left mesh spot there, our tight end, Eric Holly, able to bring that one down for a gain of 8. Staying in normal Y off close. I think it's mainly mesh or Y sail, and then 1,000 different hot routes. So it looks, see, we're back to mesh. Good user defense again, gets out there on, I believe that's Sam 2-step, going to the right flat there. Not able to pick up the first down though, so it is 4th and inches. We are going to be staying in normal Y off close. Flip this time. Again, probably mesh or Y sail. I don't think he really runs the ball a whole heck of a lot. I think it's just a lot of mesh. There's a lot of mesh, and that is just such a hard play to stop too. Like, 'cause you really need to commit down low, but then if he's coming out on something that's not mesh, that leaves you in a bit of a pickle. So we're staying in our normal Y off close, backing everybody up on defense. Interesting. A lot of hot routes going on there. Goes for that corner out over to the left and finds him. Beautiful find there from Maddox. That's why he's our Heisman Trophy winner. Finds Braceful for a gain of 21. Toledo threatening here. Gets the quick 3 and out on defense, and the offense looking to put up points early. Already down to the 14-yard line. Staying in normal Y off close. He does like the corner routes down here, if I remember right, and try to hit one to like that back right pylon. But I could be remembering wrong. See, there goes the corner to the back right pylon. I called it. But there goes AJ Maddox getting out, making some plays with his legs, showing why he has the hardware that he does and why Toledo is in this position that they are. Touchdown Toledo. Defense gets the big stop. Offense scores early. The whole game's not like this. Don't worry. Touchdown Rockets, 7-0 lead. And considering Buffalo went 3 and out on that first drive, we will go ahead and watch their second drive here too. We only saw 3 plays, and I love watching the Flexbone offense, and it's my game of the week, so we can do whatever we want. I'm hoping we came out in rocket toss here. I know there's one time this works pretty well. See, then we just get a one-on-one out there, and we just got to get Washington just to beat him to that edge. See, I like that idea, though, is that leaves us one-on-one. If we can just make one move, make one man miss, there's nobody else back there to help us out. Now our problem is we're on the left hash, and rocket toss really only works well going to the left with a right-handed quarterback. So I'm interested to see what Buffalo is going to go to here. Little triple option, get that pitch off. It's dicey, but it works to perfection. Again, attack the outside of that mid blitz, get it to your guy Sperling. Beautiful pitch there, beautiful run. That's exactly what we need to see against a defense like this. Find ways to attack the outside. That's going to be Davis still in the backfield again. We're coming in, mugging that gap, just loading up on the defensive line. And we can still run up the middle, especially if we have that rocket toss motion going to try to pull his user out to the left. Should open up some space in the middle for us, and that's why we are going to see Terrence Shelton Jr. quite a bit on this one. See, I like this better from Toledo. Bring the right guy in instead of the left to watch that rocket toss. So we're going to go back to the option, gets the pitch off. That time the Toledo defense flies down to make a play, setting it up a 3rd and 6 ball at the 27. We are in field goal range here. I'm curious to see. No, there's no way, like, would a rollout pass work? Like a fake rocket toss rollout pass or something like that? Again, we get that one-on-one, but we just try to push that outside. The Toledo, Mr. Allen, coming down, getting all over him. 4th and 11. We are going to try a 50-yard kick here into a 17-mile-an-hour wind. The winds of Baltimore are a howling today. Holy Jesus. Who is Buffalo's? Okay, so we got to investigate Buffalo's cheerleading program and their kicker. Into a 17-mile-an-hour wind, 50-yard field goal. Not a problem in the world. All right, so now we can start jumping around a little bit. Buffalo's on the board, 7-3 lead here for the Rockets. Well, we say that, but immediately, first play here, Toledo, again, going for that mesh, looking for that deep dig, and again, the user defense of Buffalo, absolutely all over him. Hawk in the middle of the field there with White Jr., plays right underneath that dig, drops back just in time to get the user interception, and just like that, at the drop of a hat, looked like Toledo couldn't have started this game any better. Got that 3 and out, drove right down the field, scored. Buffalo goes down, gets the 3 points, and now gets the turnover. See, okay, so that does work. So the fake rocket toss rollout pass did do pretty well there against that mid blitz. Something for us to keep in mind. Now, I wouldn't hate an actual rocket toss, which might be exactly what we're going to here. The outside left doesn't look great. Okay, now it looks better. With him dragging that guy in, the rocket toss looks a little bit better. Let's see if that is what we're going to go to. It is. Again, getting... Okay, so the safety actually came down that time. Didn't quite have our one-on-one that we were hoping for. Still, though, able to pick up 6 yards on that. We take those. We absolutely take those. I wouldn't hate a run up the middle here. A motion QB sweep, potentially. Let's see what Buffalo's got cooking up on their offense here. This is going to be the triple option. We're going to keep it. See, that's where I get in trouble, because I 100% would have tried to pitch that, and it 100% would have been a fumble that Toledo would have scooped and scored. So good job by 864 Gaming of Buffalo to have the self-control to not pitch that, because I wouldn't have. That 100% was getting pitched. No doubt in my mind. So we're going for another triple option here, keeping it with the quarterback. See, just like that. Exactly. Exactly. I would have done that the play before. I would have done it that play too. That's why I can't trust myself in the Flexbone offenses. We might, or no, ODU's not set up at all to run a triple option, but I would like to. We'll see. Sometime before the end of our College Football 26 Dynasty, we'll get ourselves in the Flexbone. So Toledo now getting that ball back. Again, going mesh with hot routes, going for that corner route again over on the left. That just stays underneath those deep zones like perfectly. It's crazy. All right, let's hop around a little bit here. We'll pick it up just after the beginning of the second quarter here. Toledo just picked up a 3rd and 4, staying in our normal Y off. No big surprise here. And we're going for a rush 4. Good user defense again. Then get back to the middle. Maddox gets hit as he's throwing, and it goes right to Patterson. Buffalo's defense standing on their heads here yet again, forcing another turnover. The pressure gets home. Maddox kind of airmails that one over the middle, and Patterson is there for the interception. Now, Buffalo, can our offense take advantage of this situation? We are going to go, let's see, so we're still doing double mug. Yeah, there's room up the middle, man. There is. We haven't gotten too many yards on it yet, but it sure looks like we got room to run this ball up the gut. That might be my just kind of wishful thinking here. So again, we're clogging up that middle. I still want to see more rocket toss, honestly, against a front like this. It can't be bad. See, there's room. There's room. We just need one broken tackle. We need one thing to go our way on this fullback dive, and that it might be a touchdown. That's the problem with having everybody down so close and running something like double mug and mugging that gap. If we get through that first line of defense, there is nothing standing between the fullback and a touchdown, or that'll happen. They'll just come in and rock you. So from what we've seen, I don't think I like the idea of a fullback toss so much. I do like what we saw the one time we tried the fake rocket toss, like I think what we're doing here. The problem, it's still got the user to bite and then go down to the flat, and then yes, go Shelton Jr., go all the way. Didn't expect that to be a touchdown, but again, that's 2 for 2 on those play action rocket tosses to get the user to bite just a little bit to the side. Against something like mid blitz, hit that flat, get it to your guy. Terrence Shelton Jr. hasn't been able to find much going on the ground yet, but in the flat there, takes it all the way in for the Buffalo touchdown. The defense gets 2 turnovers. Buffalo takes advantage of that one. What is with his kicker? What's going on? But Buffalo now up by 3. Now we got Toledo mixing up their formations a little bit. Bunch strong offset from the Ohio State playbook. Let's see what we are going to go with from here. Ohio State's such a good playbook. I love Ohio State's playbook. The normal wild close, the bunch strong, the box offset, corner strike, double, looked like potentially double corners on the right, or is it just a streaking corner and then a crosser or something on our inside guy? Those corner routes, he's had great success on those corner routes so far. We saw it out of normal wild close, we see it in bunch strong offset. So now with bunch to the right, I'm not as concerned about corner strike. I'm thinking probably dagger would be my guess here. Let's see. Y trail, but we're down on the flat and making a good tackle. Good. There's Y trail with like a corner or a post maybe thrown in there as well. And now we got to think corner route here. I don't know if this is going to do great against it. It is going to be was that duo? That's such a good run too. Another reason Ohio State's so good. Get good runs at a bunch strong offset. The only thing I don't love, I don't think they have corner strike in their bunch strong offset. But with enough hot routes, you can make your own corner strike, I suppose. We're going to stay in bunch strong offset. Definitely got to watch a corner route over to the right here as we got some more Toledo hot routes coming in. I would guess there's going to be corner to that back pylon again, just like we saw last time they were in the red zone here. Gets in there, tries to get a jam on him. Does go for that corner route, but instead just dumps one on down to old Sammy two-step, the old gangster from 1930s era. Toledo finds him down low, picks up that first down. Bunch strong offset again. Let's see, from the 11, I really don't like bunch strong offset in the red zone. The RPO in here is good, but I don't remember if Ohio State has it. I'm pretty confident Ohio State does not have corner strike or flood, and that's a big reason I haven't gone back to it yet, but they've got so much other good stuff. Again, going for that corner to the right. Again, going for that corner to that back right pylon. That's definitely a spot he likes to go to. It looked like he had a step on him too. Maddox just put a little too much air on that ball here. Heading into the Buffalo side of the end zone. I do love the end zones in these conference championship games. They just look so nice. I'm a sucker for 2 things when it comes to end zones. There's the RPO. Checkered end zones, always going to be a hit. Tennessee, Fresno, those only 2 I can think of. And just fully colored in end zones like we get here for conference championship. Like, tell me that Buffalo end zone doesn't look awesome. Of course it does. It looks incredible. 3rd and 6, Toledo going back to our normal wild close. Mesh, probably. Might be a corner route over to the left, like a stem down corner or something like that. Yeah, corner to the left, going with the mesh, going with the underneath drag somehow, some way. Who even is that? Number 15. That is Jediah Willoughby. Makes the catch and fights his way in for the Toledo touchdown, getting them back up by 4 here. 2 minutes to go until half. But then Toledo's kickoff actually went out of bounds, so Buffalo was going to be taking over at the 40 here with 1:59 to go. So we're coming back in our tight, going back to the rocket toss, make the one-man miss, Jordan Washington. That is all we've been needing to do this whole game between the fullback dives, the rocket tosses. We're getting those one-on-ones. So far, Toledo had been winning them. This time, though, Jordan Washington takes it down, takes it all the way to the house, and Buffalo is back up by 3. Let's see. I mean, Toledo's offense can certainly put up points in a hurry here, so we'll see what they can cook up before half. After an incompletion on first down, we've got a 2nd and 10 for the Toledo Rockets from their own 25. Of course, it was a touchback because Buffalo's got the bionic man at field goal kicker. I should check. I'm not going to remember to, but I should check his kick power. So we're going down to that drag to the left, overthrown by Maddox, and Bradley gets the pick. Buffalo, the 3rd turnover of the first half, takes that one back himself and gives the Bulls a 10-point lead, trying to ruin this undefeated season. The Cinderella story of the Toledo Rockets comes down to this game, and they find themselves down by 10. But still, with this Toledo offense, I mean, that wasn't even a full power kick. What are we doing here? With this Toledo offense, 1:40 is more than enough time to get some points in before halftime. And upon further review, it looks like Buffalo's kicker, he's got 3 kickers that have 91, 91, 93 kick power. It's insane. Anyway, Toledo with a run there, old Sammy two-step. That's why he's got that nickname. See that little shiftiness in the backfield, able to cut that one outside to the left. First big run of the day for old Sammy. Takes that one for 27 yards. And just like that, Toledo on Buffalo's side of the 50. I gotta check. Who does Buffalo have at kickoff specialist? That's actually what I wanted to... Kickoff specialist is, Matt Duke, 91 kick power. My goodness. Just hoarding all of the kick power guys. Again, good user defense, good playmaker, though, by Toledo. User had to go back to respect that dig, opens up that playmaker opportunity on the right down the sideline, and that time Maddox delivers one on the money in Toledo inside the 20-yard line in, 20 seconds? Took 2 plays. It's an explosive offense, man. Going back to our normal Y off close again, guessing some mesh, maybe that sharp corner over on the left. Yep, sharp corner on the left, going back to the mesh. Not the best ball again there. We have not seen the... Maddox has made some great plays. He's made some great runs. He's made some great throws. But we've seen him miss quite a few there. If that ball's on the money, we might be running in for a touchdown there with Eric Hawley the 3rd. So 2nd and 3, again, probably going to be a sharp corner route over there on number 14. It is back to mesh, same. Oh no, it actually wasn't. It looked like maybe it was a return route on number 14. I just saw him going out to the left and figured, but it looks like he actually came back that time. But Maddox able to find some room with his legs. 40 seconds to go before half here. Staying in our normal Y off close. I mean, hey, different play. That was a different play. That was a little RPO slant. Find our guy, Jediah Willoughby, in for his 2nd touchdown of the day. And there is that explosive Toledo offense, pushing this one back 24-21, 30 seconds left before half. Kicks it out of bounds again. Let's see what Buffalo's going to try to do here. I don't hate the fake rocket toss. The only thing, eventually they're going to kind of start keying in on that a little bit. But we did see again, Toledo's user did bite to the right on that. Because I was in the middle of saying and thinking, the only thing I don't love about the fake rocket toss going that way is I wouldn't believe that's a rocket toss. So you should never rocket toss to the right with a right-handed quarterback. Which I guess I don't know if Buffalo has a right or left-handed quarterback. I'm pretty sure Davis is right-handed because we've seen that rocket toss going. See, again, there's room on that dive. I'm going to die on the hill that there has been room on that dive. But we've seen the rocket toss go to the left, so I'm guessing both of his quarterbacks are right-handed. I guess I have it pulled up over here. I can check really quick. So 3rd and 13, 20 seconds left before half. Staying in our tight flexbone here. Trying the QB counter option. Davis gets outside, gets a one-on-one. So Davis beats everybody to the edge, and what a juke. Jaden Davis, what a play from that young man. Wins the foot race out to the edge, how about Jaden two-step? Hits him with a little juke there to pick up that first down on 3rd and long. Toledo was calling timeouts, trying to get that ball back and put up some more points before half, but no siree. Buffalo's got some other ideas. Trying to hit one deep, we got the window to throw it, but the safety comes down and just barely gets the knockout. That was actually a really nice little hole shot there by Jaden Davis in the Buffalo offense. Unfortunately, didn't work out for him. But yes, both Davis and Hilton, both of Buffalo's quarterbacks, are indeed right-handed. So now we're going option out. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Can we, Jordan Washington? Oh, take that option to the weak side there. No help defense over there for Toledo. Sets Buffalo down to the 24-yard line. Going to go ahead and try to take their 3 here. With 17-mile-an-hour wind, this guy can probably hit from 80. We were in field goal range after that opening kickoff went out of bounds. But the kick's up. The kick is good. Buffalo is going to take a 6-point lead into halftime here. And we are actually going to head over and watch our highlights from the Mountain West title game between Tulsa and Utah State. Let me get that pulled up. Bing, bang, boom. There we go. First quarter, about 3.5 minutes ago, still a 0-0 ball game, a 3rd and 9 for the Utah State Aggies. But with Daniel Hill in that backfield, 3rd and 9, that doesn't mean it's just a pass down. We are going to give it to our guy who's going to run into the end zone untouched, giving Utah State a quick 7-0 lead here in Glendale. Tulsa looking to answer back, though, still down by 7. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. A little shaded underneath cover 2 here. One of the favorite defenses of Utah State, and that's exactly why the hard flat on the right side, Mr. Pleasant, jumps right in front of that, and nobody on Tulsa is going to be able to catch him. Utah State takes the pick 6 in 4 minutes into this game. 2 minutes left in the first. It is 14-0 for the Aggies, but Tulsa's not going to go down that easy. They are driving back down the field. User bites down just a little bit too much, and Tulsa's able to find number 10 in there to make it back to a 1-score game, hitting the Cam Ward-Selly right into the goalpost. But a big concern when you're going against Utah State is going to be these gosh dang kick returners. You see there his platinum shifty lights up. Doesn't even really need it. Able to find the gap in there, and Paylor is just too dang fast. Taking that one back for a kick return for Utah State. All 3 phases of the Aggies have scored here. Defense, offense, and special teams. But now a 4th and goal for Tulsa. Minute to go in the half. Going to the sneaky little tight end RPO. I believe he tried that multiple times there. But this time we find Alex Earl in for the touchdown. Back to a 7-point game. But now Utah State, there's the speed at wide receiver again, hitting the play action deep shot with a minute to go before half, pushing it back up to a 2-score lead. Tulsa trying to get it back in the realm of comeback territory here before half. Feliz Novesad rolling out, trying to find somebody. Pressure gets to him though, tries to force it downfield, and who else but Pleasant there for the interception. And yet again, nobody on Tulsa is going to be able to catch him and bring him down. Utah State takes a 35-14 lead, and that is just about it for that one. 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Utah State 42-21, just kind of cruising through the second half here. Give it one more run up the gut, and the Utah State Aggies are your 3-time Mountain West champions. Congratulations to Boulder and Utah State. So that for sure puts Utah State in the playoffs. We'll see at the end of our main event here what that game means for Tulsa, who came into that game number 8, clinging on to playoff hopes. We'll see if they were able to make it. We'll jump to about a minute gone by here in the second half. Toledo on the opening drive, trying to take the lead right back from the Buffalo Bulls. We'll see what they are able to cook up. Back in our normal Y off close, back to that Y sail, and there is that fade route. That's why that play is so dang good. You get that tight end streak in there to try to distract some deep zones. Get the fade that's just going a little bit outside. Finds a soft spot in there, and Toledo in for the touchdown, taking the 1-point lead back here in the third quarter. Let's see if we can kick this one in bounds. We're setting the bar low. Let's see. Just keep it in bounds. Beautiful. Good. Oh, it is that 17-mile-an-hour wind too, I suppose. So after a holding penalty here on 2nd and 18, Buffalo's got the ball own 17-yard line. And look at this play by Jordan Washington. This man will not be denied today. Heading out on a streak from the backfield, absolutely dunks on the cornerback, breaks a couple tackles, takes 3 Toledo defenders to bring him down. Jordan Washington, man, I'm telling you, the guy is a problem in this Buffalo secondary. If you are in the American Conference, keep your eyes on Jordan Washington. So let's see if Buffalo now, I mean, we should be, even with this wind, we're essentially in field goal range for Buffalo's kicker. Again, going for that little I like the option ideas going to the weak side, because usually you wouldn't be expecting the option, anything going outside to the short side of the field, I should say. And we've seen Buffalo use that with pretty good success here so far. So it looks like we are in a different defense here with Toledo. I don't remember what defensive playbook they're in. It might be 4-3 multiple. That kind of looked a little bit like 6-1. Could be wrong on that though. So now we got a 3rd and 8. I mean, that's definitely 6-1, isn't it? I think so. Going back to the run up the gut. See, that time now, that's doing a lot better job on those inside runs. Against double mug, I felt like we were just one broken tackle, one better block away from being able to make some things happen. Against the 6-1, I feel like we just have not had the opportunity. If we don't want to do a play action pay, are we just going back to all go? I was thinking X dig, actually. Is just, are we going to have time to actually throw it? See, now we're back in double mug again, mugging that gap. I mean, we do. And we go to the curl route over on the left. Nice little hot route there from Buffalo. We had the halfback going to the right flat, but we're able to find that curl route. This is our backup quarterback in now. I didn't see if Davis was out because he got fatigued or hurt or what exactly happened, but it is Hilton in the backfield now for Buffalo, trying to go back to that fullback dive. This time, nothing doing there for just a loss of 2. See if they can get back on track here. Looks like going back to Flexbone normal, going back to that rocket toss, even going to the, the little bit of a short side there. I still don't hate that idea at all. I don't love it if we're just like sitting on the left hash, but if we're just kind of nearby it and we still got a little bit of room, I like it. And we're able to pick up 7 yards on it. So now it is a 3rd and 5. Anything where we're getting the ball to Jordan Washington, I feel like we're doing something pretty good here on the Buffalo offense. Coming out in some power I, going with a little play action rollout. Are we going to be able... Oh, the play action worked, but the user defender is there. Oh, my goodness. Great. I think that was a switch by Toledo to get out there and take that away, or else that was wide open. And Buffalo kind of gets away with one. So here comes Mr. Automatic, the field goal kicker for Buffalo, into a 17-mile-an-hour wind, but he hit from 50 earlier. I'm sure there's going to be no problem. Indeed. Kick is up. Kick is good. Buffalo taking the lead back with what, 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. And now this play is kind of the summary of what I feel like the rest of this game goes like. This kind of route combo that Toledo goes to now really gives Buffalo a tough time. It's going to give everybody a tough time unless you you kind of have to switch stick to it. So you have the one deep route over on the right, kind of clearing everybody out, and then the deep crosser coming from the opposite side. Just no zones are going to stick with that, and where you hit our tight end for a huge gain to Buffalo's 27-yard line. And I want to say we go to that a couple times. And any zone is really going to struggle against that 1-2 combo. We're back in normal Y off close, and we are going similar thing. Yep. The deep streak over on the right, that time it was our outside left wide receiver. The play before it was our tight end, but it's the same idea. Deep streak on the right, the crosser coming underneath it. Unless you can like switch stick up to that top right defender, there's not going to be a whole lot you can do about it. Toledo back in for the touchdown, making it 35-30. I don't believe we go for 2. No, we are not. We are indeed going to go for 1. And I want to say this might just about do it for this one. Yeah, it kind of does. So Buffalo's going to get the ball back here. Minute to go in the 3rd, only down by 5, but Toledo's defense starts locking in from here. Got a 2nd and 12. Let's see. We'll just skip around for the rest of this game because, like I said, this one's, unfortunately for Buffalo, just about over. The user gets out there to help with the rocket toss. Again, just so close. So close. We actually got around that edge. If the Toledo user defender didn't fly out to the left there, that was potentially another touchdown for Jordan Washington. So we're going to go back to 3rd and 7. Or we're going back. It's 3rd and 7. We're going back to a big... Was this just goal line? Interesting. So we're in like nickel... What even defense is that? Nickel wide or something like that? We're going to try the run. Nothing doing there. Picking up just a gain of 1. 4th and 6 now. 6 minutes to go as we start the 4th quarter. I guess that's another way to say it. But Buffalo going to go ahead and get aggressive. I like it here just because Toledo's offense is so difficult to stop. that if we just hand him the ball back, I'm not confident we can get a stop. So we got to try to go for it. We might have been able to get that to A off the seam, but the pressure just comes in a little too quickly for the Rockets, forcing the turnover on downs, going back to normal Y off close. I would just go, go back to that same route combo, streak over on the right, and then have a crosser coming from somebody over on the left. Then user, you just kind of really have to either stick with it or hope for the best. But instead, we actually go back to our double streak over on the right, and Toledo kind of gets away with one there. That was good coverage by number 22 on Buffalo. I was a little worried he was going to get dunked on there for a second, but at least he did make it incomplete. I don't hate the idea of going to a little bit of man. We do have to worry about this being mesh, which would kind of destroy our man coverage, but it is going to go, yeah, see, there's that same route combo again. The deep crosser on the tight end with a clear out over on the right, and it looked like we potentially even had that crosser, but Buffalo did a good job sticking with that with their user. That's another thing we're gonna probably have to do here, and then just trust your underneath guys would be probably what I'd be thinking. Now we're motioning out our halfback out to the right. I think this people like to do this out of for Y sail. I don't remember. No, it's going to be a mesh. We have that streak going right down the seam there on the right. Another touchdown for the Toledo Rockets. And I think they score one more time. We're really just going to skip around here because this one is just about over. But see, this again is what I'm saying. We've had chances on these fullback dives. We've had chances on those rocket tosses. We've been getting those one-on-ones. But Toledo's just been winning them. That was another good little fullback dive. A good run there for Buffalo. 1st and 10. Yeah, I like how we're utilizing so much of that fake rocket toss motion. So it's really getting the user, because the user has to commit all the way outside against rocket toss. If you're going to run such a condensed defense like Toledo does, if your user's not flying out to the left on rocket toss, it's going to be a lot of like 80-yard touchdowns, as we've seen. Buffalo's come very, very close to breaking rocket toss multiple times. We did break it the one time. So the user has to get out there and respect that. So even on those fullback dives, just having that motion is clearing the user out of the middle, helping Shelton, excuse me, that's 25 Terrence Shelton Jr., helping him to find some gaps over the middle. What the heck happened there? What? Whoa. That kind of gave me a headache for a second. Camera freaked out on us. Tried to hit that wheel route out of the backfield. Almost looked like it tipped up and Shelton Jr. was going to run under and make a catch on that. Unfortunately, he did not. So 3rd and 5. Let's see if Buffalo can see again. We're going rocket toss. And again, we get that one-on-one and we can just take that to the edge because the user defender of Toledo just has to fly out there, or else that's just yards every single time for Buffalo. So I would love to see an X-dig call here at some point, but we're going with a little QB counter designed run there for Hilton. Take it for a few yards. Injury for a Buffalo offensive lineman. Sure. 2nd and 7. Going with the same kind of thing. This time a rollout. We got Y wide open. Ouch. I mean, that one just hurts. that one just hurts. We got that going wide open down the left side. How do we miss that throw? Who is that? That's Jaden Davis too. That's actually our quarterback one. Free walk-in touchdown to make it a 1-score game with less than 4 minutes to go. Instead, airmails and pass falls incomplete, and Buffalo's going to face a 4th and 4 with less than 4 minutes to go. Going for the pass out of here. Davis has some time to throw, but the user defender of Toledo, not the user, whoever he was actually usering on that play, is there for the interception. Toledo does score one more time, and this ball game ends right there, 49-30. Heck of an effort from Buffalo. Just that, like I said, it's a very ultimate team style offense, and there's a reason so many people in the ultimate team run that type of offense. It is very, very difficult to play defense against. You have to be able to like switch stick and kind of recognize those plays. Like when we had the clear outs going with the streak on one side and the crosser coming from the other, you kind of have to switch stick up to that top right guy and come down and hope he still throws that crosser. So it's a very, very difficult offense to go with. That is why Toledo is sitting at number 8 in the country and currently undefeated as we head into playoff season. So conference championship week is a wrap. We got the win for James Madison, for Toledo, for Utah State, and then Louisiana had to take a force win in their conference championship game. Elsewhere, we had Memphis actually knocked off Tulane to win our beautiful Pac-12 championship. I don't know. Oh, UConn? Oh, UConn's in the MAC, so UConn won the MAC. Oklahoma State wins the Big 12. JMU wins the Sun Belt. Alabama takes down Texas to win the SEC championship 49-39. That looks like that could have been a heck of a game. Clemson destroys Pitt. They were number 1 and 2 at the time. Clemson takes it to Pitt 34-6 to win the ACC championship, and the Big 10 goes to Ohio State. Some things never change. That is all of our conference champions who ended up making the playoffs at the end of the day. We'll check out our CFP bracket. We ended up with 4 users in the playoff. I'll hide my face for just a second so we can see. Utah State made it and took on Duke in the first round. They actually already played that CPU game, 145-17. Toledo takes down CPU Florida, 56-14. Looks like a potential semifinal clash coming between Boulder, our defending national champion, Utah State Aggies, and IQ Truth and Toledo. Then at the bottom half of the bracket, we've got a user game already in Bowl Week 1 as Tulsa Wes in his Golden Hurricanes, we saw just lost the Mountain West title game, will take on Louisiana Vancy and his Ragin' Cajuns in his triple option offense, which is filthy. Nothing personal against any of our other users in this online dynasty, but if you remember from year 2, we had a Rose Bowl matchup in the semifinal, or the quarterfinal, between Utah State and Louisiana. And that game went to overtime or potentially even double overtime. Instant classic, fantastic ball game. I want that in the championship. I'm sorry, Wes. I'm sorry, IQ Truth. Anybody makes it, I'm happy. But just with the history there, with the game we already saw them play in our year 2 playoffs, I gotta be rooting for Louisiana, Utah State in the championship game. But best of luck to everybody in the playoffs. We are going to have a game of the week for that Tulsa, Louisiana. Any user game in the playoff, we will do games of the week for. So hopefully we get Utah State versus Toledo in the semifinals. We're for sure getting Tulsa, Louisiana. And hopefully the national championship is going to be a user game for us here as well. I am very much looking forward to it. So that is a wrap on Conference Championship Week. We are into bowl season as we start winding down year 3 here. I am going to take a second because I just don't know if I'm going to have time to do this in any other video and give a proper send off to some of our ODU boys just buried at the end of a game of the week here. But still, I just feel like we have to do it at some point. So ODU, we should have Alahado coming back, but we are going to be losing our beautiful boy, Devin Roche. So we had him year 1. He went to Kansas year 2. He came back home in year 3. He missed us. He missed the whole program, and we are going to miss him back. Stats-wise, was he the best? No. But on the field, this guy was just a playmaker. He was a stud. He was a showman. He could do everything, and he is going to be sorely, sorely missed here at Old Dominion. Wide receivers, none of them really stand out, just to be honest with you. I mean, Hillhouse, he did well for us last year when Roche was gone, when he was still a halfback. He's been a solid enough receiver for us, but overall, sorry. I'm not going to miss you. I'm not going to miss you guys all that much. Tight end wise, I am worried about Olesh going pro, which would be a huge hit for us because we got him transfer portal year 1. He has been a stud. He has been amazing. I'm really hoping he comes back for one more season here at ODU. Offensive line, who cares? Skip right on over it. Defensive line, we should have Walls coming back, McDonough coming back. Our defensive line is overall looking pretty solid. At least on the edges, we are definitely going to need some help at D tackle here. And yeah, it's all messed up because of how I like to run 6-1. So our D tackle spot all looks weird. Linebackers, we're going to need probably some help here. McClellan might stick around and should be able to play next year. Our Mike linebacker, we're looking good with Josh Choice as long as he doesn't do anything stupid. Will linebacker, I think Silverman's actually going to keep this spot. So linebackers, we're actually looking okay. Secondary, we're going to need a lot of help. Niblet, we just got him in the last transfer portal. He is going to be gone as a redshirt senior. Our best defensive player this year, I think, without question, ended up being Ryan Niblet. He made a ton of plays for us. Let's check out his player stats. Came from Texas. I mean, why would you only play this guy 3 games? What are you guys doing? 8 interceptions for us on the season, 4 pass deflections, and a kick return touchdown. God, I'm going to miss you, Niblet. I'm going to miss you. Behind him, we will still have Taylor Jr., who we got in transfer portal after year 1. And then it'll probably be BB or maybe a transfer that we're going to have to come in and take some cornerback spots. Free safety, Mr. Beasley, will have one more go around with him. Hopefully we get him just 1 or 2 speed faster. I'd be pretty happy with that. And then the rest probably will upgrade his man or zone if we can. But Beasley, I mean, he was fine. We're really going to miss our strong safety, Messiah Delhomme. I don't know why I say miss. He is only a junior, but I just have a feeling he's not going to stick around. I really hope he will because he's 6'2", layout, house call, 93 speed. The guy's incredible, so I'm really, really hoping he's going to stick around. It's, I don't know. This was mainly just to give a proper send-off to Devin Roche because he has been the rock, except for the year he left. Other than that, he has been our guy, and I'm going to miss him dearly. So that's the wrap on Conference Championship Week. We'll be back. Game of the Week. I'm not going to do a video for a CPU game. We'll have a Game of the Week, though, for our user playoff game there. We'll do some off-season stuff, some wrap-up stuff, especially when the transfer portal comes around. So that'll do it for this one, though. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed year 3 so far. We've got a few weeks left to go. I will see you guys next time. Until then, take it easy.